things go well, it's assumed we have the right answers to it. And when things didn't go well, it's assumed we failed or we regard it as failure. Growing up, I never wanted to associate myself with failure, which I know nobody wants to associate him or herself to failure. But then sometimes we see ourselves failing. Personally, when that happens, I was sad. I felt so less of myself. I felt so ashamed of myself. Things other people are doing, and when it comes to my own turn, I couldn't pass through it. I felt so bad. Not until I have to talk to myself. Today, I'm going to share with you some few lessons I've learned failing in life. Yes, when this happens, it happens for a reason. And when we fail to see that reason, we keep being a victim of that particular thing. Growing up, I've never wanted to associate myself with failure. That was why I always put in my best because personally, that is the way I was grown. I was taught that you have to put in your best for you to run away from failing or from failure. For example, in school back then, my parents would tell me you have to study hard, you have to read, do your findings, make sure you take your lessons serious, read. I remember something that happens to me that really taught me a lesson back in my tertiary institution. Because ever since I entered higher institution, as in, I can't remember the last time I failed a course, but the thing happened in my second year. And after pouring in everything I have in me, I've studied, I've done my assignments, I've attended classes. I've actually put in the best in me just to excel in that course. And when the result came out, I didn't just got the lowest course. Do you know what happens? I failed that course. In fact, I was so devastated. I wasn't myself. But that little act of failure taught me some few lessons. And that's a lesson I want to share with you today. And one lesson it taught me is that failure sometimes builds your story. For instance, when I talk to younger people, about the importance for them to be focused in life, some of them will never believe that this lady talking to them was once a failure. They will never believe that because I didn't allow my circumstances to weigh me down. What happens when you fail is more important than the failure itself. Do I remain on the ground or do I dust myself, get up, learn my lesson, pick my lesson, correct myself, and continue to forge ahead? Another thing I also learned from my experience of failing is that our persistence matters more than perfection. Most successful people now, if they tell you how many times they failed in life, how many setbacks they had, how many challenges they had, how many failures, how many disappointments, how many rejection they experienced in life, you will not believe it. Some people failed more than 1,000 times, some failed more than 5,000 times. People always see the success and they fail to see the process. They fail to see the disappointment. They only see the success. They're forgetting the years of persistence, the years of not giving up, the years of self-discovering, the years you have to encourage yourself to keep moving. If you're at that point in life that you are feeling so ashamed of yourself because of your circumstances, because of your failure, because of your setback challenges, even rejection, remember, there are people that have gone through it, but what they failed to do is to remain on that spot. They persisted. Because of that, their life never remained the same. Raising up, you too can do it. Another thing I also learned is that failure redirects us into the rightful path that is purposely meant for us. Let me use academics to give an example. If someone failed in mathematics, that doesn't mean that person will not excel in English language, or will not excel in physics, or will not excel in geography, or in other courses. A student might not be good in the science sub courses, But he or her might be good in an arts course. That doesn't mean that person is not good in anything. No, sometimes failure redirects us. I'm a kind of person that love learning and I ask questions a lot. I've made some research and one thing I've also noticed about successful people that I've listened to via broadcasts, social media, or interviews is that the people who grow more are not the people who never fail, but they are the people who refuses to quit. Even when they fail, they dust themselves, they pick themselves, they embrace themselves, they re-strategize and continue moving. Even in their failure, they learn. They see failure as an opportunity to learn more, to become successful. These are my few lessons I've learned failing, and I hope you've also learned one or two things in this episode. And if you are new to this channel, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And if you're watching my video right now, please comment some of the lessons you've learned failing in particular stage of your life. I would like to also learn and pick up those lessons and we all will learn together. And please, if you don't forget to give me a like, comment, share, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching today. Bye.